people get handed the keys to a website, or they are starting up a company and they are passionate about their product, or they're passionate about making it work. And they want to optimize. They come to Lucky Orange, they come to Justuno, and they say, these tools look like they can help me. And in many ways, it's our job as the people that work for the company to communicate the best way to use the tools, or communicate how to use session recordings, how to use promotions, which of the promotions make the most sense for your website type or something like that. What sort of advice from the Justuno standpoint do you try to give to people when they're just getting started with site optimization, or they're considering using pop-ups and promotions to whatever their goal might be, the conversions or the general engagement? What sort of starting point advice do you like to give to people?
I would say trying to stay consistent with your branding is a really big thing. Having a clear like color palette and vision with the pop-ups that you're just deploying. Just be consistent with your fonts. And that's one thing that's really cool with Justuno is, for example, with Shopify, if you have custom fonts, you can import those into Justuno and use them on your promotions. Definitely utilize help centers. That's kind of my passion, being a technical writer. Like my entire job is trying to make our help center the best it can be so that our customers can be successful. And it's super helpful to like our support team and our strategists as well. But with Justuno, you can collect a lot of data on where your customers are coming from and what landing pages are being used, where customers leave the sites. Really use those analytical tools to be successful. Also, you can use like traditional lead captures and coupons, but also there's lots of ways to use promotions without coupons. You can do other creative things to incentivize, like free gift with purchase, discounted or free shipping, VIP programs or loyalty programs. That's a huge thing that you can kind of promote with Justuno if you're using another platform for something like that. There's so much that goes into it, but definitely don't be afraid to ask questions. And there's so much out there for help. Like we have wonderful blog posts that are even dive into like industry specific strategies. So yeah, there's a lot out there.
The branding side of that's really interesting. I think that everybody knows they need a brand and that it needs to be consistent. And I think that when we look at websites, we're giving people feedback on their websites every now and then. We see those really fundamental things that it's like, it just needs to look a little bit more professional. So if you're going to add promotions, if you're going to add a chat tool, whatever you're going to do, your product images, everything, if you can just level it up a little bit by keeping it consistent. It doesn't need to be some off the wall, crazy custom thing. Just make the fonts consistent, like you're saying, the colors, and that way, even with the promotions specifically, it appears that it's more directly a part of the general experience than something bolted on. So that's really interesting.